Oh, there we go. It's working now. That's good. So I'm assuming what ended up happening was there was an error between my OBS and Twitch because, I mean, Sergeant Alpha, you and Lady Emma were apparent also having issues like getting the 2000 error. So I restarted it and seems to be working now. I was also looking it up and it was giving a bunch of other issues. So I wonder how well this is going to translate. Yes, I am talking to Gregorio right now. Sergeant Alfie, I think you may know this game a hell of a lot better than I do, and I know this game pretty darn well. It's actually kind of scary how well you know this game. But, as you're here, I have made a couple changes while I was off. So there is a new command. If you do exclamation mark game list, it will put currently what are all my PC games that I can play. Now that doesn't include Dolphin because I don't usually include emulators. There you go. So that puts it to a Google Doc of every single PC game that I own. So that's 144, I think it is. So it'll take a while. When I get my capture card, I will update it with all of my console games, which will take a while. Another thing I changed. What was the other thing I changed? No, I was fucking around with a lot of this stuff all weekend because I had not much to do. I mean, case in point, I cleaned off my desk and rearranged all my nerdy stuff right here. Well, not all my nerdy stuff, just arranged the nerdy stuff that was on here. I got like a... I can show you some of my nerdy stuff. It's like... all the way up there. I got tons of it. And it's just... Great, now my camera's fucked. No. There, that's better. So, not well. I have probably put about 45 minutes into it. And in those 45 minutes I've played 4 matches, which basically says exactly how well I play it. But, yes, I do play PUBG. Well, I attempt to play PUBG. Yeah, I haven't put the time and effort into learning PUBG yet, which is why I don't actually win or even get close to winning. It takes a lot of commitment to put into PUBG, and honestly, the pick up and play of Fortnite is preferable to me. But obviously, if people request me playing PUBG, I'll play it. It's just don't expect great plays. I will probably die in the first 5 to 10 minutes. I know there was another thing I did. What the hell did I do? I was screwing around with... Well, I mean, if you want to give me some tips, that'd be greatly appreciated. Because, yeah, for me, it's like, I walk into a spot, I grab a bunch of stuff, I'm like, yeah, that fits on, that fits on. Oh, 8 times scope, that works well. Oh, look, I just got shot from halfway, like 2 miles that way. I don't know how I got shot. But yeah, I always end up playing against a lot of people who know the game a lot better, and I guess I go to where they go to, because, yeah. What the hell did I do? I know there was something else that I did. And it's bugging me now. Maybe... Oh, I think it was it screwing around with Discord? I know part of it was that I set up my chatbot to actually post when I'm going live there. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyways, I'm going to continue on with the game now, because I have tried to remember everything for a little bit too long. Alright. This is goodbye. I must go. Be well. Farewell, young prince. That was crazy. Kids are great. They just took out the Armada with one ship. They make me feel like sailing again. If I see you put on a show. If you make it back from the Dark Rift, I hope you can come back here and just take me with you. I can't believe I'm saying this. You hear me, kid? You better make it back. I made him a drunk. He always has a bottle of booze with him. He's a drunk. Alright, the one question I want to know is, why do I have Domingo? Critical hits, that was why. Alright, and then I was going to switch over to him later on. Okay. So first things first. Wrong button. So I need to go back to Horteca. Alright. So I need to go back to Horteca because I need to get an Abric Sham from there. And then I will head through the Dark Rift. And so yeah, I'm just trying to remember what else. Oh, actually, there is something else I need to do that I forgot to do while I was here. Or I forgot to do last stream when I was checking out the Delphinus. And it is down here. And wait, is that? No, this is outside. There we go. There is a sham that was on the Delphinus the entire time. Now, it's a little funny because my way of playing this game is actually quite different from a lot of people's because I tend to focus a lot on secondary cannons, while most people will focus on torpedoes or even the main cannon. But I've always had I've always enjoyed using the secondary cannons as like my main damage dealer. Nope. Where am I? Okay, here's Horteca. I think it's you. Our people eat berries and seeds. We really like to eat Sky Sardis, but they're harder to catch than berries and seeds. Can you please bring me 10 Sky Sardis? If you want Sky Sardis, I have 10 right here. You can have them if you want. I give 10 Sky Sardis to the captain of the ship. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Yum, I love fish. I'd eat them every day, but they're too hard to catch. Thank you, I'm very grateful. Take this as a symbol of my appreciation. I now have an Abric Sham. So there's one more, which will let me get Oh, I need to double check the build for that. Keep all charts. So I need to use a Sham first. The last Sham. Okay. So I go to Blade. Then I use this to go to Cannon. Then I use this. It goes to Club, Lance. And then I use this to go to Pan. And I just do that. So I have used 17. So I need 7 more, and then I'll upgrade to weight. And then I get 6 more after that, and 1 more Abraxam, and I'll go to final Cupel. Now, I am... Okay, so Cupel Claymore is the 3rd hardest hitting. But by the time I have 24 Shams that I would need to get to Cupel Claymore, I will have the final Cupel. Or, sorry, I'd have the weight which does more damage. So I don't need that. Cupel Spear does more. Spear does more. But I need 20 for that as well. So that won't help either. Though I could get to Cutlass and upgrade to Spear. But I like the Pan. Who doesn't want to hit people with a Pan, right? Alright, so that's done. Drop down. In the middle of a Skyrift. I don't know what type of enemy I'm going to be fighting, whether it's going to be Area 1 or... Oh, no. It's Hortekka. Now, I do need to start upgrading Silver. Oh, I keep doing that too. And I want her to attack the E-Looper. And he can just guard. Aw, didn't get hit by the pan. Now you can be very creative, let's say, with how you work in the sham, so you can get a lot better stuff than you should be able to early on. But for the most part, what I've done is the best. There we go.
That was easy.
Okay. Now just follow this around. Now again, if you're new to the stream and you're wondering why I'm so low in the sky, this actually kind of causes a bit of a glitch, which reduces the amount of random encounters you get. So right now I'm just kind of using it to get around a little bit. So, because I just was doing a bit of a detour. Okay, so now through here, and now I just need to go south. And then we are off into the Dark Rift, which is... Where is the entrance? I thought it was actually quite close to Esperanza. Maybe it's a little bit farther this way. Oh wait. Oh, there it is right there. Alright. Okie dokie. So I'm just checking something. I will get into this fight in a second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing too much. Don't believe there's anything pre-Dark Rift, but maybe there is. I'll find it. Okay, I don't think so. Looks to be fine. Okay. Yeah. She will do Lambda Burst, and everyone else will just attack him. Ooh, nice. Enrique with the critical hit. Oh, got countered. Hit him with the pan! Not the mama! I don't even need to worry too much. Not the mama! If anyone gets that reference, good on you. You had a good childhood. Or smart parents. One of the two. Okay. And there is a reason why I'm learning Silver right now. Isn't there something like... I swear... Yeah, there was something. The Blimp Wreck. Blimp Wreck. Before the advent of ships, blimps ruled the skies as means of exploration. Here lies the ruins of one man's dreams. He tried time and time again to repair his blimp and cross the Dark Rift, but was defeated by the fierce winds. Now, from what I can tell, that would be 35. That'd be Discovery 35. But let's just double check my journal. Discoveries. So the Lighthouse Ruins. So I'm actually missing quite a few right now. Yeah. But I know some of them, like, I think these two here are all in, like, the Land of Ice. They're all over the place. But for now, it's not that big of a deal. Now we just need to go into the butthole. Lambda Burst. And there we go. Another random battle done. And this is one of the reasons why I was kind of skipping random encounters, well, or reducing random encounters is the more accurate way of saying it. It looks like we can get inside the Dark Rift through here, Enrique. Enrique, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I don't suppose I have much of a choice at this point. We must get through the Dark Rift no matter what. Don't mind me, I'll be fine. This is neither the time nor the place to be complaining about air sickness. But anyways, that's why I was reducing the random encounters earlier. Because there's not much of a reason to, or it's not that entertaining to be fighting randoms, especially in, like, when you're just moving from one place to another. So this is the first airship dungeon. pretty sure it's actually the only airship dungeon, thinking about it. But for the most part, it's actually not that diff. No, it's not the only, because the other one is later on. There's another one. So there is actually a trick to know which one is good and which one is bad. Now, the treasure chests are a little different. They are the ships with the lights on. This is the treasure chest. And the light goes away as soon as you pick up the item. It honestly is like a very smart way of doing this. I don't think moss armor is good, but I'll just double check. She can't seem to use any of it. Here we go. Oh, that is extremely good for her. There we go. So there is a bit of a trick to finding which are good. So you see how that's kind of fluctuating between gray and red. That means that is not the way to go. And also, if you're wanting to pick up all the treasures, you will not get into a random encounter by going up or down. They completely just, for some reason, negated that. But in here, a lot of enemies have the attorneys, Attorness, and Attorney spells. So I have to use Delta Shield. Otherwise, I may die. And as you can see from this list down here, I can't do that. I mean, to be honest, looking at how much this kind of works, this type of fight isn't too hindered by just using Delta Shield, because they use a lot of magic in here. Not the mama. That's going to get probably really old. Oh well. Another one won.
That wasn't so bad.
Anyways, I was just saying, in this type of dungeon, the best way to move around, especially when getting chests and stuff, because they're on 3 dimensions, is to move up and down separately. And you have to be very careful not to move when you're turning. Like, apparently I just moved there, and I didn't mean to. Now, I do know that there is a discovery at some point in here. Now, I just want to double check to make sure there's no other chests. I'm going to move just over here. Stop. Actually, I wonder. Can't remember if this is actually one. No. And is there anything? See, there's one underneath here. So that is actually the right way to go. You see how that's just straight gray? But when I look at this one, it's going gray and red. That's how you can discern which path is the right one to go. This is by far probably one of the more labyrinth-esque. Oh, wait, that one's flat gray as well. Do I have it backwards where it's gray and red are the ones to go? Could also just mean that there is a room here. I got a Dream Cutlass. Which, wrong one. Equipment. Dream Cutlass. So, legends, fabric reality, make dreams come true. Interesting. Now, I'm going to check out this one here and see where this goes. depending on where it goes will depend on what I'm doing. Oh, thank God, I lucked out. I would have been in a lot of trouble if there was... Because basically if I get a back attack, I'm in a lot of trouble. Especially if they have Eternays. Crap. Drone, that looks like it's going to be on Enrique. Which is fine. Rain of Swords. Sacrifice, you guys haven't even been hurt. Weird, they're anticipating a lot of damage. But they're going way before me. Ouch. Ooh. 3 people got poisoned on that. Oh well, Rain of Swords will take care of them.
Thank the moons.
Yes, thank the moons. Alright. So, going to check out this. Then I need to figure out... Because there's also a crew member in here, too. And they're required... Oh, this is the Discovery. It's right in here. Here it is. You found the Black Moonstone. This rare Black Moonstone holds tremendous power. It can turn positive energy to negative, and vice versa. But a practical application for this ability has not been found. There are rumors of a lost Black Moon, but the truth remains unknown. I would actually like that to be fleshed out a little bit more if they do remake this. Crap. I think I go this way. Yeah, these guys are chumps. The Lambda Burst should take care of them all. But that is also why I want them to attack, just in case any of them guarded. That would be a good idea for a sequel, Steve Soaps. The only problem with a sequel, I would personally think, is the fact of you'd have to basically create. It would have to be someone far in the future. You couldn't create it in this current time, and it would be weird because it would have to be like really far forward. So that means technology would have had to progress quite a bit, and it would just be weird. I mean, one thing that they could do is they could do a prequel sequel where they have it where someone in the past harnessed the Black Moon, which caused its destruction at the end, thus meaning why like no one knows where the Black Moon is. I meant to check out the ghost mail. Yeah, it's not good for him, but you... Well, you can take that then. I should actually just check with Vice who can actually wear the ghost mail. Aika Drachma. Okay, so let's see. Aika. Is this better? You drop 5, but gain 14, definitely. Hey, Watchman, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. I still, fingers crossed for an HD remake, and I personally think if they're ever going to add content, the better content would be... Okay, there we go. So I'm back to where I was. Where did the other one go, though? I actually honestly thought I was going in the other... Being it was right beside... Actually, that would be a very good idea. Play as Dukat, because it makes sense with how the legend built to how it is to like in the current timeline, being this legendary air pirate. So that would actually make a lot of sense if they did do a prequel. But the one problem with them doing prequels is that Overworks, which is the people who created this, don't technically exist anymore. They were formed into a different company, which was then formed into another company, which is the Sega R and something. And currently, all they work on is arcade and mobile games, which isn't the greatest for, like, this would actually be, in my opinion, really bad. Susceptible. No, hell no. So, I think this would be like, they have a lot of potential with what they've built in this world. The downside is I don't think that they would, like, I don't think it's going to happen. The best chance we're going to get is an HD remake with a potential amount of, I'm assuming if sales go well, a potential good amount. That, oh, I was going to say, that looks like it was going to kick me out. With the potential of actually having maybe DLC or some added content. They may even put Pinta's Quest back in, which honestly confuses me why they took it out. Ah, here we go. So this is where the crew member is. But honestly, I'm still hoping for a remake or something to go on with this game, because by far, even though it's been 10 years since I've played this last, it is still my all-time favorite game. Like, a couple games come close, a couple games I love the mechanics for, but when it comes to how the game's built, the design of it, the playstyle, the story, this beats them all. Now, admittedly, I kind of feel bad that I haven't played it in so long, but that's because, well, that's partially because, I should say, I don't actually have my GameCube with me right now. Really? 5 people you know have recently said that this is their all-time favorite game. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is an amazing game, but most people, it's very, like, this is probably like one of the best games made, just by like the sheer response. It's either like they love or they hate it. And the fact that so many people are saying they love it was made, obviously it was clearly made really well. I was saying something and I completely forgot what it was. This is me being tired. Running on 3 hours of sleep. Hey, buddy. I'm just going to steal this from you. And let's see. Yeah, you don't have anything else worthwhile. So, who gets their ultimate next? I'm actually going to go for Fina. Because honestly, hers is useless. It counts as magic, and it counts as red, which allows a lot of enemies to reduce the damage by quite a bit, because a lot are actually strong or not susceptible that much to red, and there is a full type of enemy that is immune to magic. So it makes it very pointless. Hers is just good overall. Like basically cures all adverse effects and completely restores all HP. I mean, it also revives, but I'll never use that ability from it. And his isn't that bad. It does look like a Switch kind of game. I think the only problem with that happening is, again, Nintendo needs to essentially make the deal with Sega. There's a diary on the desk. Sure, let's read it. I've lost count of the days. No years since we were shipwrecked here in the Dark Rift. I don't even remember where we were headed. All of my shipmates have died. I am the only one left. I often wonder why I don't just let go and join them, but there's something holding me back, keeping me going. I can't remember. I can't remember anything. I don't even know my own name. I think I remember I have a wife and a daughter. Damn, why can't I remember? I feel so empty. I feel like something is missing. But it matters no more. I am doomed to die here in these swirling clouds of death. I've sealed my own fate for whatever foolish reason. Sir, are you alright? Did you get shipwrecked in here? Who are you? I'm Vice, a blue air pirate? What's your name? I don't know. Huh? I can't remember anything from before the shipwreck. I can't even remember my crewmates' names. It appears that he has amnesia. Poor man! The shock of being shipwrecked must have been devastating. I wonder where he's from. It's you! Oh, thank the moons I've found you! Requirement is Polly. Your hair's a little longer than before. You've got a beard now. But I know it's you. I never forget you. You're my husband, Robinson. Robinson? That's my name? Yes, that's right. It's me, Polly. Do you remember me? Anne and I have been waiting for you for years. Polly? Anne? Wait. Rob? Son? Polly? Anne? Yes! Yes! Yes, my name is Robinson, and I remember. I remember my wife, Polly, and my daughter, Anne. Yes, that's right. Yes, I remember now. Oh, Polly, I'm so sorry. You must have been so worried. I'm so sorry that I left you alone for so long. I'll never let you go again. Nor will I. But it seems you're a lot more woman than when I last saw you. What a dick move! Hasn't seen his wife for absolute years and essentially just calls her fat as soon as he sees her. You haven't seen me in years and that's all you have to say to me? See? Like, what a seriously dick move. Your name is Vice, right? I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because of you, I've been reunited with Polly. Polly tells me that she's a member of your crew now. I would like to go with Polly. Could I come aboard your ship as a member of your crew? Of course, we could always use more help. I'm not in the best shape, but I still remember how to sail. I can at least do that much for you. Robinson has joined your crew as a sailor. Alright. So. Right here. There's really no point to change those. Pow. Yeah, Merida does nothing. I like having passives on my active options. Just kind of, because I never use the actual crew commands. But I would like to, honestly, I would like to see this remade for the Switch. Though it would be very hard for me not to bring my Switch to work. I will fully admit that. Like, I don't do it right now, even though I absolutely love Breath of the Wild. And I'm currently doing Master Mode. The only thing I have left to do is beat Ganon and do the Trials of the Sword. Which, by the way, is frickin' ridiculous on Master Mode. Like, I cannot fucking beat that. I've gotten close, and I've even looked up, like, guides on how to do it, and I can't see how people even do it. Like, sometimes I wonder if they're even on Master Mode, because they're able to kill certain enemies with the same weapons in one hit, and then for me, it's like, nah, you're not allowed to do that. So, it's what it is, though. Okay, I'm fine. But yeah, I honestly think with a little bit of love and effort done by a team to remake this, and if it's actually marketed properly this time, because honestly, the GameCube remake had the worst marketing team. I didn't know this existed, and one day I just walked into a rental store, and I was looking for a game to rent, which is a very old thing to say, walking into a rental store looking for a game to rent. And I look at these two, or I was looking at a bunch of GameCube games, and I was like, huh, this kind of looks a little odd, but why not? And and I picked this up. And so I go back and I play it over the weekend. And the next weekend, because this was when I used to go to my dad's for the weekends. So the next weekend, go back to the store to rent a video game. And I just rent this again. And I rented it, I think, for 4 or 5 weeks straight until I beat it. And then I finally found it and bought it for $70 because nowhere else had it. Like, EB didn't have it, Toys R Us didn't have it, London Drugs didn't have it. Like, literally all the game stores, all the toy stores, nobody had it. Finally found it at a failing... It's actually kind of funny. I found it at a failing movie and game rental store. They only had one copy, and they were selling it for $70. Funny thing about it though is, when all the game stores and all the movie rental stores went under, that one actually still survives. Like, it's still going now, which is weird. But anyways, that's how I ended up getting my hands on this. Yes, London Drugs. It is a very interesting name. I guess that... I don't know if that's a Canada-only store. Or if it's in the States as well, or anything. Hopefully it's not exactly only like it's fully local. So I mean, I see enough of it that it's obviously not fully local. But London Drugs is not a real big game store. It has a computer section which does sell games, which is why it was added in there. But it was essentially like a grocery store that just had a more dedicated computer section than any other grocery store that I've ever seen. London Drugs, 100% Canadian. Good to know. Sergeant Alpha, remind me. The ones who are flashing red, those are the ones you don't go through, right? Or is those the ones that you do go through? I don't think you do. I think that just sends you right back out. My memory tells me not to go through them. Which would mean that the one I need is down here. Damn it. Yeah, it's this one right here. If my memory serves me. Which it may not. Ah, okay. Good. Red flashing sends you back to the beginning. I should actually probably heal looking at my health. But, yeah, the people who made this game, even initially, they put a lot of effort into this. Like, this was a very well thought out game compared to a lot of actually what is, like a lot of what it was released back then. Because, I mean, they have even the smallest details thought out. Like, one of the things that most people wouldn't really think of is that in the ship, when you actually go around, you can actually come out and walk around on the deck. And if you ever notice when you do it, the door has these little latches which essentially seal the latch and lock it. When you're in a certain point where you're not supposed to be, like, if you, essentially it says that you have to armor up the ship, otherwise the ship will get crushed. So obviously you can't just walk out. So when you're in that area, they actually have all these little latches across to prevent you from opening the door, rather than just saying, oh, the door's locked. It actually has a visual representation of this door being locked down and reinforced. Like, it is very, very, very well thought out. Because most people would just go, oh, whatever, it's a door. And I said I should heal, and I still didn't.
That wasn't so bad.
But yeah, this was, I would honestly say this is probably someone's passion. Like, it was their absolute love when they were making it. because it reminds me of how Dark Souls was so well connected, the first one. Like, you can tell Dark Souls was a love of that creator. Like, he put so much effort and so much planning into it that it really came across quite well. Just like in this game, at least to me, it came across that way. I'm getting a... It's funny, I'm getting actually like quite excited about this, and I keep getting healed. God damn it. I don't think this is going to kill them all. Nope. The remake of Dark Souls is great. $20 for a built-in DS fix with the same bugs. Did they upgrade the graphics just slightly though? I mean, admittedly, I agree. Like, it was a very kind of lazy way of upgrading it. But I think like the graphics are just slightly better. It's funny, I love Dark Souls, and I've beaten it on the PlayStation, because I owned it on the PlayStation before I bought it on PC, but I've never beaten on the PC. Okay, so yeah, the graphics are slightly better. But yeah, it was just kind of funny because I get it for there, and I don't do it. I don't like. I didn't really like Dark Souls 2 for the combat, or not the combat. I didn't really like it for the story. It wasn't a great story, at least in my mind. But I loved the Twin Blade so much that I actually like got every achievement in it, because I just kept wanting to play with the Twin Blade and like walk around and just twirl my Twin Blade and kill everybody. Okay, before I forget, let us heal. There. I received a Moonberry. I think that's... How many do I have now? 3? 2. Okay. Oh, right, because the one I picked up was... That was the third one in here. But I used one of them to get Fina's final ability. Okay, there's a treasure chest there. It doesn't look like there's anything above me. Zivlin Bane, I believe. I won't buy it. If it were like $5 for the upgrade from Prepare to Die to Remaster, I have no problem. But $20 for basically nothing is just an active PvP scene is a waste of money for him. Well, also there's apparently a big problem with it right now, because a lot of people are going in with cheat engine on, but they aren't actually like they're going into multiplayer, going into other people's games with it on, and in the time before they get banned, they jump into another person's game, they get detected in that person's game, and it just bans out that character. or basically like punishes the host of the other person, which I think is actually kind of bullshit.
Let's try this.
So there's been a few people that have actually just outright just started playing offline. But then again, hackers have always been a problem in Dark Souls. Because I remember in Dark Souls 2 there was a lot as well. Yeah, basically all they did to try and help it was they increased the amount of detection and ban people, but the bans aren't immediately, so they quickly jump into other people's games and get them banned as well. And then I think the people who do get banned, I think they... Is it ban of the character that was used, or is it a ban of like your whole account from using online or something? I can't remember what the exact punishment was, but I know it was like a ridiculously harsh punishment for the people who honestly didn't really have much to do with it. Zillion Bane is the true hero of this game, just trying to feed his family with some good old-fashioned treasure hunting, and these asshole kids keep taking the food out of his kids' mouths, bully their dad, and steal his treasure. Well, I mean, it depends on which Zivlin Bane, because, I mean, these ones, yeah, they're the true heroes. They're just going out trying to feed their families. But just think about it. The grandpa Zivlin Bane, the dads of these guys, is the asshole going, you go out to all these dangerous places and get me money and then I'll pay you for it. These guys are just like, I need to work to get money. But also, to be fair, I'm pretty sure if they'd explain the situation to Vice, Vice would help out. Vice is somewhat of a nice guy. Sometimes. But my question is, how the fuck do they keep getting to these places? Like, how did this guy get in here? He has no ship. Poke.
That was easy.
Okay, there's a problem. I have received the Chalice of Blood. Yeah, right. Just double checking. Nothing there. Alright, let's head off. Oh, look who it is. So, if I remember correctly, now let's just do a Lambda Burst, because I can wipe out the guys easily with this. Oh, the one guy survived. Oh, and he didn't guard. That's weird. Man.
We did it.
Actually, thinking about it, if I were to get an emote, like more emotes, Probably a lot of my emotes would be Skies of Arcadia based, just because of how much of a favorite game this is. Actually, I might just do it just to confuse everybody, where my visuals are Diablo based, my sounds are Zelda based, and my emotes are Skies of Arcadia based. Like, just no correlation between them. Alright, I need to... So the boss is right there. First things first. Save. But I think the Zivlin Bane like mask would make a really good emote. Like do it Blizzard style, where they take just the face, kind of cartoon it. Yes, they're all three are games, but I mean, there's not much in common between the three. One's an open world, one's a turn-based RPG, and one's a dungeon crawling thing that scales into infinity, essentially. What was I doing? Alright, I was checking the Delphinus. So who has the highest hit? Oh, not you, so that's going to be missing a lot. Maybe not the smartest thing to buy two of those things, because I didn't realize their hit percentage was so low. Okay, so that doesn't go anywhere. Don't believe there's any treasure chests in this room, but... yeah, no, there's not. Alright. Let's fight a boss. Alright. This is... What is that thing? I don't know, but but this is probably its home. And it doesn't look like it's going to let us leave without a fight. Well then. Ouch. I'm just standing here facing it. And it's tucked away. Well, good thing I just... charging up. Yes, Drachma's Humph would make a very good emote. I still, like, obviously I would need to still figure out what my first one would be, though, if I ever get to that point. I just tend to plan very, very far ahead. I just honestly think that this would be absolutely hilarious, just having the 3 different games, but the fact that, like, just thinking about how these work and how they go along together, it's very, very, like, the characters here are well enough emoted, like, they portray their emotions very well, that it would actually come across quite well. Moonstone Cannon. Increm. I will sack raise there. Does he have much? No, he doesn't have. What's the max health here? Is it 50,000? Ah, fuck, but I know. It might actually be better for her to sack Rulin here. Her to Increm. And him just to guard. Yeah, Drachma's Humph would definitely make a really good. I'd say probably second or third emo. I don't think I would make it the first.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
But I would also have to find someone who could make emotes. Because I am very artistically inept. Which is also why on my Discord I don't even have a server picture for that yet, because I can't find anyone to make one for me without it costing me money, like an arm and a leg, because I don't even have money to, for example, to make my, or sorry, to get my capture card that I want to get. Because honestly, like, that is definitely my next goal. Probably after the capture card, I'll save up some to get a proper title screen, get a proper, essentially, stream layout. I just have to figure out where I could find someone to do that, because I know there's a lot of people who do that professionally. Also, while doing it, I'd need to find out. I need to figure out what I'd want for that as well. Because I've recently, like, I started off doing streaming just as a way of passing my time after work, and I've recently found that, like, coming in, talking with I mean, mainly Sergeant Alpha and Watchman, having you two here to chat with basically kind of makes my day a lot better. So I do appreciate you guys coming by, like, and taking time out of your day to, you know, listen to me and watch me screw up on games all the time. So I'm kind of like really going. I'm trying to improve it a lot more for you guys. Well, yeah. Let's just pull out because I don't feel like getting attacked. And I believe getting closer. Yeah, there we go. Why is it so barely hurt? Did the Moonstone Cannon not actually do that much damage to it? Oh, just as it was coming out. Nice.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
There we go, now it's dead. So I guess the Moonstone Cannon, the first time I fired it, didn't actually do any damage. Alright, 6 more levels for Aika, and then she'll get a second. or sorry, a third spirit. So instead of just giving the 2 that she gives now, it'll be 3. So I'll have 10 per turn. Balloon torpedo, heavy torpedo. Ooh, that's... Hello, Abyssion Chrono. How's it going? Hope you had a good weekend and having a great day today. And yes, I completely agree. This does need to be on the Switch store, and it needs a remake. Yeah, time flies time does fly when you're working. Unless you're like doing something you absolutely hate. Then it just frickin' crawls. Oh, I thought the 12-foot cannon would do more damage, but no. I mean, technically, my workday's already done. My bedtime's in a few hours. But that's the wonders of working graveyards. But yeah, I mean, today actually, if the first half of my shift actually flew by today because I was doing my regular work and I was just going through, just having a great day. Second half actually sucked because I had to cover for somebody else, and I honestly hate doing the work that they do. I did it for 4 years, and I got promoted to a shift supervisor, and I didn't want to do it again. And then the person books off, and I had to frickin' do it. I'm like, oh, you bastard! I don't want to do this. But hopefully it's been at least a productive day, that even though 3/4 of your day is already gone, you've done a good amount of your work that you needed to get done, if not all of the work you needed to get done. Are you working at on more of your server stuff, or working on your WatchBot, or is it something else that you're working on, like your actual work that you're doing?
Is it over already?
Oh. What is the new privacy law in Europe? Being in North America, I have no clue what it is. I will fully admit, I'm one of those people that does not look in the news, does not, basically actively avoids it because I'm just tired of having to deal with, reading one bad thing after another, after another, after another. We did it! We actually made it through the Dark Rift! Well, I can't believe that we are actually going to be able to see what lies east of the Dark Rift. We're making history as we speak. So let's save right away. Alright. Wrong one. Let me check the map. See where we are. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, it's, I think, oops, I need to check the map. I think it was there's one over here somewhere. Ooh, I got a bunch of bee fish. Is it? No. What was it? Oh, God, I keep hitting the wrong button. No, it's a little bit farther. This rock? Or is it an invisible thing? I hope it's not an invisible. It's invisible. Fuck. Hate invisible frickin' discoveries. Or am I just completely misremembering this? I think those guys have Eternes, and I don't want to risk it right now. So, out of curiosity, has everybody who's watching seen Infinity War? Or, like, does everybody watch a lot of the Marvel movies? I'm not going to be saying any spoilers. Alright, so that's a no from Watchmen. Sergeant Alpha said yes. Okay. Abyssian says, of course. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys have probably been seeing a lot of the memes going around blaming a certain character, not going to say who, for a certain thing he did. I don't understand why they're blaming him. Because they're blaming him for... Oh, you only watch YouTube and Twitch. Okay. But I don't understand why they're blaming that character for basically screwing the whole thing up. I'm saying is like, he screwed up the only chance they had in 14 million timelines when he didn't. I guess that was a bit of a spoiler. Yeah. Fan bases are pretty dumb. It's just because it's been bugging me because I see it constantly, and I normally don't reply to a lot of these things. But a lot of my friends have been posting it, going, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, you're an idiot too for going along with this. Like, the biggest little thing in his defense was there was time for him to be warned by a person who saw it, all the versions, but he wasn't. Because, as he said, it was the only way. Or, sorry, there was no other way. Am I in the right area? Or is it farther ahead than this? Or is this... There we go. Guardian Walls. A massive fortress built by ancient Yafutoman king. Rather than as a form of defense, the walls were said to have been built so that lookouts could spot enemy ships before they got too close to this city. They were trying to defend. Okay. So that is obviously the one I was... Maybe not. Sergeant Alpha, remind me. Is there another one here? Because I remember there's one... I thought there was one before here, and this kind of... I got it before. Is there another one on the other side, or... Yeah, that is true. People don't tend to pay much attention to like the deeper reason behind a lot of the stuff. Man, this is actually kind of... For some reason, it's just bugging me that there's something like in this general area that to be discovered. And obviously, being that there's nothing here, it would be invisible. Oh, you have low... Okay, low reception, so you can't see. I just got through the Dark Rift, and I've only found the wall. Was there another thing before the Air Rift? Like another discovery before the Air Rift, other than the wall? Actually, that looks suspicious over there. Spice Island. Okay. I know I do need to find Spice Island. That is for sure. Because if I don't get Spice Island, then I can't get the Aberrant Sham that I need to get Final Pupil. Alright. Ouch! Right on Fina. Yes. Also, for everybody who's watching that's new to the stream, so this is Skies of Arcadia, and I have played and beaten it multiple times, which is why I'm kind of doing a semi-hardcore run, which, as you can see below me here, I have reasons where basically if I don't do,
Is it over already?
if I do any of the reasons that are on there, I have to go back to the very last save. Now, and that's why I've put it as a pseudo-hardcore, because I'm not going to go like one death, I'm instantly dead. I'm not that good yet. Oh, the Uguisu's nest. Although this bird builds its nest in rock faces, for some reason they always travel northward to human civilizations to raise their young. That is why sailors have learned to recognize these nests as signs that a human city is nearby. That must have been it. If I was going to do a hardcore run for that, I wouldn't even be able to start. Like, literally, like, start, first battle, delete, start again. Because the type of game this is, you will always take damage. Always. There's no escaping it. I mean, even the first one, number 1 right here, where even if one character hits 0 HP, that makes this whole thing hard. Because there are multiple characters. Oh, also I have to play on 1 foot while reciting all the Marvel movies. Now, is it the titles of the Marvel movies, or is it going to be I have to literally read the script of every character in different voices while I play? Oh, the script. Okay. I may do that another time, though with the exception of the take any damage. And, you know, get into any random encounter. Those will probably be the only 2 I don't do. But, you know, I'll keep all of these, and then I'll add in, you know, play on 1 foot while, while reading the script of Marvel movies. Alright, welcome back, Sergeant Alpha. Alright, so I haven't found Spice Island. Spice Island is obviously through the first rift. Thinking it's... Hey, I'm under the red moon. Thinking it's somewhere around, like, just up here. Oh, maybe not. Hey, do you hear anything? I mean, besides the wind? Now that you mention it, I can hear something. I'm not sure what it is. No worries, Sergeant Alpha. Yeah, no worries. I understand. I'll figure it out eventually. By the way, anyone who's watching, I do have some very weird voices for certain characters because I couldn't think of anything, and chat wanted Empress Donald Duck to be a thing. What the? Also, Fina has a very deep voice, so you'll you'll kind of hear that every so often. They came out of nowhere and attacked us. It looks like we're going to have to take them down. Battle stations, let's go. Yeah, I only have a couple funny voices, just simply due to the fact of I started to losing track of what voices I gave everybody. I've completely forgotten what the initial voice for Enrique was, so I've just given him a prim and proper British accent. Do not think that you can defeat us here in our own skies. Prepare to meet your doom, strangers. So we 12. I will have enough. So if I do Increm here, and have him focus here. So it'll be 4. Put me back up to 10. I won't have enough. Damn it. So that's 25 for that. If I get that. This will put me up to 12. I'll get the 13. What I've noticed, I need to go to bed at the latest around 11:30 p.m. Then I feel a lot more energetic the next day. Just so hard to do when a lot of American streamers just start around that time. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, the time difference is a bit of a pain in the ass. Though, if I remember correctly, I'm only 9 hours behind, right? So I think I kind of finish getting close to around, if I remember correctly, around 11 is when I finish. But yeah, a lot of the American streamers do start around 3, like 2, 3, 4, because that's when a lot of the American streamers' audiences actually are available, because a lot of the people who have the in North America who have the free time to watch streams all day are the kids, like the teenagers. Yeah, I am around the time when you normally stream. I've noticed that on the days off, I usually see you jump in on around I think it's like an hour before I normally do, and you finish an hour before me. But yeah, sorry, I'm also trying to figure out this. Because I want to do the Moonstone Cannon, I just can't. I know if I sit here the way it is right now, I'll be fine. Oh yeah, actually thinking about it, if I do Increm here, and I focus here, because that will put me up to 8, that'll put me up to 12, and then 13 will be 25. Yeah, this should work. Because I forgot to put on my torpedoes. But then again, my torpedoes don't have the greatest hit chance right now. Ooh, using blue magic against me now. Yeah, that is true. We don't intercept that much because you've taken Monday to Wednesday off. And when I'm not busy and you're streaming, I try and jump in to watch your streams. Unfortunately, usually like my Friday and my Thursdays are my like chore days because I have my kid on the weekends, and doing chores when there's a kid around, they just don't have like it makes it so much harder to do them. Oh, I forgot to read that. Vice, our cannons might not be able to, but I bet our torpedoes can. We should try firing those as often as possible. Yes, I know. Crap. I cannot. Well. Should be fine till then. Just focus the crap out of this. How is the Trials in the Sky going? Oh man, they're really hitting me pretty hard. Oh well. Yeah. This is going to be a tough fight because I don't have a lot of torpedoes on right now. But come the next, like after I finish this fight, I'm going to be switching out my 2 sub cannons from 2 more torpedoes, and then switching from Domingo to Tikataka. I took last week completely because I had to deal with some not so nice stuff, but I'm thinking getting towards the end, around the 80th hour of playtime. Wow, that is a really long game. Or so. Yeah. Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with exploring and doing 100%. I mean, you've seen how I've done, like how I tend to play. The only reason I'm like blasting through this is because I know this game already. With the Tales games, they're always very similar, so it's not that hard to kind of guess what's going to happen and where things are going to be. But, I mean, for a perfect example, I spend so much, like, in all the Batman Arkham games, I have always done all the Riddler stuff, which, if you've ever played them, you know that is a fucking task and a half. Because they put so much goddamn thing. 50 hours. Yeah, but when they say average playthrough, they include the people who just like rush through it as quick as they can, and the people who only do mild exploring. So, I mean, for people like you, like me, who explore a lot, we're not going to take 50 hours. We're going to take 60, 70, 80 hours. That's fine. Oh, and also with the Tales games, I also had you helping me find some of the stuff that I would have probably spent hours looking for. But I think, for example, I think the one game, what was it? There was a game where I think the average completion time, or like a completion time for an average playthrough, was something like 30 hours, and I think it was like the 90th hour. I was just starting to get to like the last little bit, so it happens. Oh wow. Well, there goes him. Oh, Tenku flagship, the Yin Yang. What appears to be the enemy's flagship is approaching.
Wow.
There are 2 boats. No, 1 boat. No, there's 2, I think. Looks like they're planning to board us. All hands on deck. Well then. Okay. Before I forget, because I know I'm going to. Balloon torpedo. Balloon torpedo. The game time varies between 40 hours and 1,000 hours. Now, I mean, then again, I can't really say anything to that because my Skyrim time is around, I think, 400 hours on one playthrough. So, yeah, anyways, as I was saying before, see these little notches here. Most people would think, oh, that's just decorative. But if you actually look at it, they are slightly above, and when you're in that place, they actually come down and latch this door shut. It's a nice little detail. Westerners, we've been waiting for you. Who are you? My name is Zhao. And my name is Meow. Yeah, I know it's Mao, but it is our mission to collect 1,000 swords. So you must pick one of two choices. Surrender and give up your weapons, or die and we take your weapons. It is up to you to decide your fate. Well, I better just surrender. Not. How about we kick your butts and toss you overboard? Besides, you guys are unarmed. What can you possibly do to us? If that is your decision, then we must kill you now. Yep, because they are a fucking pain in the ass. These guys are strong, and they are a freaking pain in the ass to actually fight. They are both blue. Let's just quickly check the correction. So if the enemy is blue, I can use green or purple. So if they are purple, so I don't want to use green because green against, oh wait, sorry, blue. Purple they're bad against, green they're bad. Okay, so I can use either or. Good to know. I want to use purple. Now, one of them I have to kill immediately, and I can't remember which one it is, or if it even matters. Go for speed. Oh shit.
Let's try this.
I have not played The Witcher 3, so I don't even know what the documents are or anything. I've started 3, or started 1, but I never got through it fully.
This should work.
I will probably end up getting back into The Witcher eventually, probably play it through on stream, but not right away. I was not expecting him to be that weak. Glyph of Might. She will do another Sacrum Crystal. And he's just going to outright attack. Because, I mean, honestly, if I'm doing this much damage to Zhao, I'll probably take him out really quickly. Yeah. Why did I remember these guys being, like, unbelievably tough? If she had managed to go before Vice, then Zhao would have been dead. Seriously, why do I remember these guys being like an absolute douchebag fight? Like it's a task and a half to beat them. No, that's it. Even that's not that bad. He's getting a lot of critical hits. Yeah, I don't know why I always thought this fight was extremely difficult. Because it's clearly not.
That's easy.
Alright. And I got another Moonberry. Westerners, you are stronger than we thought. We must report this to our commander. We rule the skies of Yafutoma and are known as Tenku. Westerners, we shall meet again. I don't know what voice to give them. I honestly don't. All I know is I'm giving him a deep voice. Wow, how can they fly so high? The Blue Moonstones hold the powers of wind and water. The Yafutoman ships are powered by these stones. By harnessing the power of the wind, their ships can reach altitudes that we can only imagine. Well, well, it looks like we chased them off for now. We should try and find Yafutoma. No, I should try and find Spice Island. Which I would think is around here somewhere. Okay, so I was heading like directly to it. That is goddamn lucky. Spice Island, a small remote island. I don't know how I got rare from that island where a pure spring nurtures a wide variety of herbs and spices. The water in the spring has medicinal value due to the abundant herbs nearby. Perhaps this beautiful garden is the true fountain of youth. Wow, there's so many herbs and spices growing here. I've never seen so many in one place before. It's amazing. This place is truly a treasure island. But we really shouldn't disturb the island too much. Yeah, I suppose if we took too many of the seeds and stuff, the trees might not be able to grow back. I'm sure it'd be okay just to take a little bit, right, Vice? I swear, Aika, you and your just a little bit. Alright, we'll take some with us. Receives the spice kale. So, if I remember correctly, it's like northeast of here is fish. Ooh, got some A-fish. Yafutoma's like right around here. I have found Yafutoma. Ancient legends speak of Yafutoma as a mythical land to the east, covered in gold and populated by proud, polite people, cut off from the world by dangerous currents. It has developed a distinctive culture, first discovered by Vice the Blue Rogue. You know what I would actually like to see? I would like to see this made into an anime. I think that this would actually make a very good anime. Huh, interesting. I didn't know Dark Souls is only rated PG-13. Thought it would be 18 plus. Well, I guess that it has. It does have blood, but it's not. A lot of what gets an 18 rating is nudity, which it doesn't have any, and swearing, which it doesn't have any of that either. For the most part, Dark Souls is tame in the aspect of the things that would get you a 18 plus. Just violence and gore, like at the level it's at, we'll keep it at 16. For the most part, I get what you're trying to say. It's not that hard to figure it out. And to be fully honest, half the time I drop more than one word, or I read it just completely wrong. Case in point, reading wide as wild, reading what was it? Small as rare. Yeah. Like, I have no excuse for that one. That one was just wrong.
That wasn't so bad.
Alright. Before I go in, I am going to use you to heal. Let's go into Yafutama. You've always been useful, Sergeant Alpha. Even when you can't see, you still reminded me of Spice Island, which was enough to kind of get me literally go... Actually, it was funny. I was literally directly on track for Spice Island. I just got interrupted by the Tenku. The water is so clear. It's beautiful. I wonder where we are. Huh? Out of curiosity, can you guys see, like, there was like a... When it was moving, there was like a line right around here. Can you guys see that, or is that just on my screen? Wow, that ship is so huge. Are those Westerners? They dress funny. Hey, look, their hair isn't black. I wonder what they eat to make their hair that color. Hahaha, my hair is really going to stand out over here. Invaders, why have you come to Yafutoma? Everyone's just watching him run. These lands are protected by Mount Kazai and the Blue Moon under the sovereign reign of Lord Mikado. Invaders will be punished. Yafutoma? Is this really Yafutoma? Yes, you have invaded Yafutoman lands. We did it! We did it! We're in Yafutoma!
Yeah!
Well done, Vice. This will be recorded in the history books. How dare you invade our lands! I shall strike you down where you stand. Wait! Don't attack them! Visitors, our primary responsibility is to defend Yafutoma. Please forgive our rush to arms. Lord Mikado has said that he would like to speak with you. Please, if you would come with me. Lord Mikado? I suppose that he is the king of these lands. We should follow him. Nah. Let's do other things. Oh. Damn. So, you came from the land where the sun sets. Welcome to Yafutoma. My daughter Mogi has always been intrigued with the West, haven't you, my dear? Yes, Father. Please, I would love to hear about your homeland. And if there's anything we can do for you, just ask. Sure, but I don't want to be too much of a burden. King Mikado, as an advisor of the royal court, I must say I am opposed of the idea of foreigners entering our lands.
foreigners have only brought us disaster. We must cleanse them from our lands immediately because I look like the stereotypical villain. I agree with my father. Westerners can only bring us trouble. We should dispose of them at once. They are our guests. We must welcome them. They can teach us a great deal about the West, and there is much we can teach them as well. But I would like to know why you have traveled to Yafutoma. We're searching for the moon crystals to prevent our enemies from using them to destroy the world. The blue crystal? I think you are referring to the jewel that has the powers of the blue moon. The object that you are searching for lies underneath Mount Kazai, here in Yafutoma. We refer to the object as the Maga Sphere. Mount Kazai is considered by our people to be a holy mountain, and deep within the mountain lies an azure-colored jewel. Our ancestors passed the jewel to our successors of the throne. After the cataclysm, the jewel was sealed inside Mount Kazai. An azure-colored jewel? Feist, that has to be the moon crystal. At one time, Mount Kazai was a volcano, and there was no known way inside. The Maga crystal has been lost since the days of the old world. If you were to retrieve it for us, we would be eternally grateful. So the Maga Sphere is at the bottom of a huge mountain. Leave it to us. Don't worry, we'll get it back for you. Yep. Do. Trying to remember if there's anything around here. Honestly, I don't remember much of Yafutoma. Being where it is in the game, I tend to just like come here once or twice. Yes, the dreaded, horrible water temple. No, let's not rest. Oh man, I do have to admit this thing is like this one is as irritating as a actual water temple like Zelda. But to be fair, at least you don't have to fight anything underwater. Yeah. If you had to like fight things underwater, it would be a nightmare to do this one. But luckily you don't. It actually kind of made you appreciate being underwater because it's just like, at least no battles. I'm not surprised that they're going to do another Dragon Ball anime, to be fully honest. I kind of saw it coming. Because they left open the end of Dragon Ball Super so wide that it was like, yeah, they're going to do another one. Okay, so I'm going to be going around here, trying to collect as much as I can. Next game, back for the piece. Oh, it's well, what's been westernized as Reversi. I don't remember what it's actually called. Based on the Dragon Ball Heroes arcade game in Japan. I haven't played that, so I can't say what that's like. Oh. Where is the boats? Oh, the boats are right here. Okay, I'm going to do the boats last. The store isn't meant for customers. Okay. If you want to buy something, come around to the other side. I was closing the door for you. Jeez. I will get the boat. So... So one of the first things I need to do is come over here and raise the bridge. I will not give you any Dragon Ball Super spoilers. I watched the sub, so I'm already done Super. I'm hoping they release it on Crunchyroll with a sub. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find it online. And I prefer not to find them online because they tend to be very bad quality. Not only that, it's easier for me. It's easier for me just to like throw it on my PS4 while I'm like eating. Okay, have fun with your street taco. Which sounds very dirty. Yeah, I did not mean for it to sound that bad. Oh god. That's going to be a quote, isn't it? I honestly did not mean for that to come out that badly. Like, it was beyond what I meant. Okay. Beginning of July. That's actually really close. I didn't expect it to be that. They must have been already working on it then. Ooh. 9/9/2010. Long Road is definitely better for Enrique. So I will do 2 for Fina and Enrique. And she'll get that one. That's useless to me. Like, completely useless. Oh wait, I meant to check these. Enchantment that enables a warrior to attack faster and avoid enemies. Don't need that. Oh, nice little old lady. Alright, so what I do need... Oh, she doesn't have anything that good. Never mind, bye. Yeah, something more useful to my style, I'd definitely get it, but... I'll just come back here and steal your item. You know, your nice little gold stash that you've been hiding away from doing all your business. I kind of feel like a jerk now for doing that. Nice little old lady, working her ass off, and here I am stealing her money. I will definitely... Does it have a title of what it's called? Oh, please come in. What can I get you? Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Okay. I will have a look on that on Crunchyroll to see if they have that. It looks like they have waitresses in Yafutoma too. Waitress? I'm sorry. We don't have anything like that on hand. you, you misunderstood. We were talking about you. Oh? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was what you wanted to order. Don't mention it. We were the ones who should apologize. We're in a bit of a rush right now, but we'll come time. Alright. Next time, be sure to try our scrumptious dumplings. Yeah. So this is another crew member that I can get, which I believe you have to get the older sister, who's the builder, to join first. If I remember correctly, which I may or may not be remembering correctly. I received a moonberry. Yay. Oh wait, I have enough moonberries to get the final super move. So, summons the powers of the red moon to destroy all the enemies on screen. Or, summons one enemy to the Colosseum to be judged for his crimes. As much as I hate it, that's much better. Like, the other one's just like, you must repent. And it's like, no. Duck, you dumbass. Oops. Alright, let's check out the land part. Nothing interesting here. Don't mind me, I'm just barging into your home, looking around for anything to steal, and then I'm leaving. Because RPGs. They make perfect sense. Excuse me, coming in. Get out of the way, you stupid bird. Nope, nothing here. Alright, Abyssian Chrono. Have a good night, evening, day, wherever you may be. And thanks, I appreciate the follow. Alright. Kerala. You must be the... No, I gotta find a good one. You must be... Nah, fuck it. I'm just reading it normally. Crew members are annoying. Oh, you must be the Westerners they're all talking about. I'm Kerala. I'm the best builder in this country. So what do you think of our town? I bet you don't see such fine structures in your country. No, you're right about that. You're right about that. What a difference between seeing something and only hearing about it. You've really got a fine-looking town here. Haha, do you really think so? Well, it sure warms my heart to hear you say that. Say, maybe I should go back west with you and visit your country. I could probably show you Westerners a thing or two that would amaze you. Hey, what are you going to do about this place then? It's still under construction. Not to worry, this is my own house. It was getting pretty old, so I decided to remodel. Well then, it's decided. I'll go back with you in your country and build all sorts of things for you. Coincidentally, I have a little sister named Urala. You might want to give her a holler too. Hooray, I now have a builder. Which, if I remember correctly, because I don't have, Ba-bam! I can't remember his name right now. Yeah. Does she have a passive? No. Funny thing is, probably everybody knows exactly who I mean by going ba-bam. All right.
Let's go see Urala. Hey, Sergeant Alpha, is there any movement text that people use in speedruns of this to kind of just get through things faster? Excuse me, but would you happen to be Kerala's little sister by any chance? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? I thought so. Actually, Kerala has decided to join our crew. Join the crew of our ship as a builder. We're wondering if you might be interested in joining our crew too. Me? But unlike my sister, I'm not good for much of anything besides cooking. Cooking is perfectly fine skill to have. How would you like to join our crew as a cook? Sure, okay. If my sister is joining too. But are you sure I qualify for the job? Of course you do. You can make us all kinds of tasty Yafutoman dishes. Alright, I'll really do my best. Thank you so much. Great, now I got 2 new crew members. So, out of what's left, there is, I believe, an advisor. And that's it. So... yeah. That's a much more handy crew command to have. Max out spirit. Sorry to say, who cares if someone's MP is maxed out? I've never noticed these two like having this fight before. I ran right past them and didn't see them. I'm kind of curious of what their conversation is. Because I honestly, I ran right past here. I don't remember seeing them before. No, I don't want to practice sailing. I don't care if I can sail a tub ship. Prince Diego will come back home by himself just fine, even if I don't go searching for him. Come on, hurry up and get in. You said you'd practice sailing in this tub ship. If you can't even sail a tub ship, you're never going to be able to help search for Prince Diego. Or Daigo. I guess it would be Daigo, not Diego. That's from me being young and dumb and basically reading it with dyslexia, and I actually just realized I had to always switch the I and the A around when I was reading it. Okay, there's oh no, there is no other thing here. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. I guess now it's time to go back to the ship and go to Mount Kezai. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the, if I'll actually be able to finish the dungeon, but should be at least a good chunk done. I may have to stop just before the boss. Oh, it's already down. I didn't realize that. Oh, I guess I could have also parked there. Oh. Alright. While I am here, let's go into here.
Oh, so he's escorting me. Fire department, would you like to buy ship parts? Let me know if you're ready. Let's buy some ship parts. Oh, actually, before I go, leave. Okay, before I do that, I got some new... stuff. I didn't even have my heavy armor deck on. I want to get rid of the bore-up kit for the timing valve. Wow, I actually was fighting at a huge disadvantage. Like, I could have been so much stronger fighting those guys. I will get the Yafutoma Spirit. Put that there. Alright, so that's the Yamato Spirit. I need to read, I swear. So this is a... Okay. Oh. This is bad. Okay, so I know I'm going to need 3 of these for this fight. For the upcoming fights, I should say. So I have at least one. I'll need to come back and buy 1 more of those. Oh, I see. I guess I could. Let's proceed to Mount Kazai. I have received the underwater suit. Deep inside Mount Kazai is a cavern, and in some places there will be water. This underwater suit will come in handy. What? I have to go to underwater, but I can't swim. Do not worry, as long as you're using the underwater suit, you should be fine. Just be sure to breathe normally. Well, then, shall we be going? Make way for Mount Kazai. Wow, the water here is so calm. It looks like glass. It's hard to imagine that this was a volcanic area covered in lava at one time. What is that thing? What? It looks like a huge bird. That must be Blueheim. Blueheim? Yes, Blueheim was the Blue Gigas. It looks like Blueheim was trapped in the lava and encased in stone. If that thing ever got free, we'd be in trouble. The Gigas that you have faced so far couldn't fly. I can't imagine how tough this one would be. We should secure the blue crystal as soon as we can. Let's go. First things first. Let's save. After all the new equipment. Okay, he'll just let us go back. Alright. Water temple, here we go. I still love the music. Oh, so nice. And I still love spinning around when I'm dropping through a rope. Don't ask me why, I just do. Hooray, no battles. Oh. What's this rock? It looks like some sort of switch. Boom. The lowest bottom. I now create water. It looks like it triggered some sort of water release valve. Ah, I see. The switch is probably here to fill this area with water. Oh, I heard that. And that's exactly why I always frickin' check everywhere. Alright. Wait, what am I doing? You attack that one. You attack that one. You attack that one. And you attack that one. Sleepada. So who's going to be the chump that falls asleep? Vice. Vice is the chump. It got hit by a pan. Not the mama. Well, hooray, Enrique's here to basically pick up Vice from his slack. Oh, I was hoping that Vice would actually do something for once. Oh, nope. It ran away. There we go. That's funny, I say Vice will do something for once, and he's actually my heavy hitter. I judge him on his current actions, not his past actions. And currently he's falling asleep every chance he gets. Oh, where is it? Okay, so it's up there. Oh shit, I remember this thing. Oh, I got back attacked. Oh well. Vice got his revenge. Well, I have 20 minutes. How's everybody doing? Ah, there we go. Oh, I was hoping Vice actually got another one. Rain of Swords. I do wish the AI for that was a little bit better, but I mean, I understand that sometimes they want the enemies to run across, so it's a melee rather than a ranged. Because it does add a dynamic. Obviously, like the way everyone is positioned is obviously a dynamic of the game. I don't remember if there was anything here, but I'm going to jump down on this one anyways. Wait, did I seriously choose the right one? I did. That was unintentional. Melee attacks can ruin speedruns. Yep. I don't doubt that, seeing as that guy literally took probably a good 15-20 seconds to walk over to me. And it's like one of the slowest walkers. Don't ask me why this entertains me, but it does. Maybe because it's like it is impossible, like completely impossible for him to legitimately do, but he's still doing it. Ooh. Camera just took over. Yep. Boop. And here's my obsession with getting everything. Now, from my understanding, I didn't see any treasure chests up there, but I can't remember if there was actually a sham in this underwater area. If you could remind me, that would be appreciated. I don't think there is, though. They kind of left these underwater areas very bland, which is honestly like what makes this an like it is an irritating temple, but it's at least reasonable. Okay. Alright, so that is completely done. Now I just gotta walk around, get the full map in here, make sure I don't miss anything. I nearly caused myself to actually be in a hell of a lot of pain because I almost locked up my muscle there. Never a fun thing to do. A krill beast. Which is hilarious, because krill is like this microscopic organism. And yet, here there's like a krill beast that is a dog. I think it's krill. Something must be really close to krill if it's not actually krill. Ooh, almost. Not the mama. That ranged attack.
We did it!
Alright. So, Water Temple. It's going well.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst!
Well, that was handy that only 2 survived. Wait, didn't they just do that? Yeah, that's why I missed. I wondered, does casting magic increase your defense a little bit? It's a little weird that only 2 of these guys survived.
That was fun.
And they were the 2 that actually cast magic. This hasn't been the first time that someone casting magic has survived an attack. I guess it would be a magic defense because that attack does magic damage. Man, I am getting tired. Oh, gotta keep stretching, keep the blood flowing. Stretching more often because I was actually sitting on my butt for half of my shift because of the guy booking off, and yeah, not fun.
I'm glad everyone is okay.
The Tired Club. Yeah, I've been a proud member for 7 years. You know, when you have a kid, you become like one of the senior members. And being the fact that I have a 6-year-old kid, yeah. I miss being able to nap. My problem is I actually developed insomnia. It's frustrating to no end.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst!
Yes, I am one of the chairmen of the club. By being very sleep deprived. Yeah, it was, I've had it for probably about 4-ish years now. 4-ish years, it was really bad. It got to a point where I was maybe having 2 hours of sleep at night for over a month. Then finally, after that month, I managed to increase it to 4 hours of sleep. And it was sitting in there for about 3 hours, or sorry, not 3 hours, 3 years, at 4 hours a night. And then I've managed to get it up to 6-ish now, but it's not restful sleep. Ooh, Pyram. I gotta watch out. Vice is almost dead. Yeah. I might actually just switch my game monitor and my other monitor, because I have the game on this screen where the camera is, then on this screen over here I have all my chat and everything, and I noticed that I'm looking a lot over here to see if see what everyone's saying, but wait,
Why didn't he do Rain of Swords? That was weird. Did I actually select Rain of Swords, or did I screw up and like hit circle and then just guarded with everybody? Because I'm not putting it past personal, like, own stupidity here. Alright, so that's that done. Let's get out of here. That is the way up. Okay. So now that that's done, I can go around to the other side. Did I choose Lambda Burst? Oh. Yeah, that would be my own stupidity. So used to just doing Lambda Burst right here.
Lambda burst.
It is by far like the easiest start for these early, like for these about, I'd say pretty much for just the randos. But later on, when you can get like 20 a turn, just starting with a Rain of Swords is frickin' beastly. But to get that, you have to be essentially close to level 99 with everybody. Wait, is 99 or is it 100 that's the max? Shoot. This is a very bad obsession if you haven't noticed. I need to get the entire map.
We did it.
And then this way. If I remember correctly, I want to say there's something in this room. I don't know why. Probably wrong though. Though I probably should stop questioning myself with considering the fact of how often I've actually been right with this. Oh crap, everybody's fast. Damn. Fire consume my enemies. Lambda Burst. Hooray, counterattack.
That was easy.
There you go. And of course, when I get back to Maramba, I now have the sword to get the fortune teller. And then I'll also get a... I'll get the builder and the gunner. Because they are only wanting... I basically just need to finish this to get them. Let's see if I can actually hit these loopers. Not the mama? Nope. Typical Vice, sleeping on the job. Not the mama. Alright. So this should create water for here. Which will lift those up. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Hey guys, did you know that the switch here that filled up this room with water was here to fill up this room with water? I would have never guessed. I think one thing that they would need to do is fix some of the quirky writing. I think that would be probably the only thing I'd say they would need to fix in this game, because there's a lot of lines that are just like, what? Why would you point out the obvious like that? Or why would you say something so stupid? It's just like these weird little one-liners, like this one. We clearly see it filled with water. Was there a need for him to say, well, this switch was apparently here to fill this area with water? A better way of putting it would be, well, that's convenient. Oh, 2 survived with a sliver of health. Got his revenge, but she finished the job. Look out, Vice, water! Yes, the horrible water. Honestly, it would be kind of funny though if they also had some, like, a couple lines where they're just like taking jabs at Aika for not being able to swim. I would honestly personally enjoy that, considering how much she tortures everybody else.
Fire consume my enemy! Land
Oh. Those little douchebags survived. Alright, let's see who the lazy bastards are today. Let me guess, Vice. Oh no, he actually stayed awake this time. And he hit a looper. It's a miracle! Bam. Well, this is one way to get rid of a looper. Overkill!
That was fun.
Yeah. One more, and then I'll be able to. Did they actually go into a lot of depth about Zivlin Bane? I honestly can't remember. Because honestly, I would like a lot more backstory on Zivlin Bane, like how they get around, and stuff like that, because they're all over the
We are
place.
victorious.
Like, they seem to have a lot more maneuverability than even the Vluan Empire. But the, you know, Vlua is creating the most powerful ships and everything. Oh. Day-o. Who has been silencioed? Vice has been silencioed. But he can still rain his swords. Which I find absolutely hilarious, by the way. Silence! No, I shall still do my special. He only gets rid of, magic.
I hope that I'm being useful.
I wonder if people actually do use a lot of the magic here as like the viable strategy. Well, I think that's the proper way to go. So I want to come back here. This is the one that's kind of hidden. Speaking of Zivlin Bane, by the way.
Let's try this.
Well, 200 doesn't do much. Let's see how much Cutlass Fury does. I guess I should have also checked his color, too. I think all Zivlin Banes are red, though. Could be wrong. Yeah, already red.
Let's try this.
Yeah, let's just top everybody up. This definitely does feel a little... The one thing I've always found weird with this game, and it's not weird in a bad way, like if you grind heavy in one area, it manages to kind of keep you accurately ahead for quite a while into the game. 'Cause, I mean, I was only grinding for that one little bit at the beginning of the game, and for the most part, I've not had. I mean, I haven't had to grind at all since then.
Let's try this.
Like it's actually quite unique. This game is quite unique in that aspect. I mean, yes, the bounties have been difficult, but outside of that. But then again, the bounties were always made to be very difficult.
We did it.
Yeah, it was very steady for non-grinders. But even games which are made for non-grinders, for the most part, what the hell's the Wingstone one? Oh yeah. For the most part, there's still... Alright. Yeah, but even for, like, non-grinders, there are games out there that are stationed for them, so they grind a little bit here and there. And by here and there, I mean, like, they do an extra, like, 2 or 3 minutes in, like, every other area, and they're fine. But... then there's games where, but those games also for the people who like sit there and grind and grind and grind and grind for like 3 hours, let's say, to get really high level. In 3 areas, you got to do it again. And it kind of makes you wonder, like, well, why? But I just think the scaling and progression in this is a lot better than a lot of other RPGs. Because obviously if you, for example, didn't ever fight, you would end up falling behind. Like I think they just accurately predicted the amount of fights that you would get into doing a dungeon. And as such, it allows people who have grinded a lot in the beginning to essentially not have to later. Fuck! Why is it the one guy that I need to attack falls asleep constantly? Fine, Omega Cyclone, because why the hell not? I just got it. Oh wait, no, she needs to attack the Looper.
Here goes. Omega Cyclone!
I think they would also need to improve the graphics here, because if they were ever to remake this, they'd need to redo that entire animation. Because, I'm sorry to say, it looks like ass, and most people don't even see the boomerang coming in from the bottom to hit the rock.
That was easy.
Yeah, eventually I'll be, yeah, they do definitely need a lot of work. And I think for Prophecy, if they were going to actually do it well, I would think they need a change from the Yellow Moon. Maybe have it a split between whatever color your entire team is using. So for example, if you're using all silver, then the moon becomes a silver moon. Actually. Or even, yeah, actually that would be even better. Have it changed to whatever moon they are currently under. Because it never made sense to me, for example, while you're in, for example, Yafutoma, why all of a sudden the yellow moon is dropping there. The one thing I would find interesting is what moon would drop in the Dark Rift? Would it be the Black Moon? Or would you get different ones where it's like, because the Dark Rift is technically under the purple in some areas, the blue in other areas, and the red in other areas. So it kind of has three of these different moons all covering that one corner. But there are Black Moon stones in the Dark Rift, which is why it causes it to be, at least from what I can tell, is why it causes it to be so violent. I think they could probably do Cutlass Fury a little bit better as well.
That was easy.
Some animations don't need to change too much. Like, I think, for example, Skull Shield wouldn't need to change that much. I think one for Delta Shield may need to change just because of ow, rainbow in the eyes. But then again, also, if they do too many big changes, we both know that a lot of gamers would get so pissed off saying, "How dare you change my game?" It's like, shut up. Just enjoy the fact that the game was remade. Because there was a couple of games that were remade, and that there were complaints like they changed small parts of, I think it was like some small animations to make it a little bit more, a little smoother and a little bit more lore friendly, and people got mad. It's like, it works. I can't remember the game off by heart though, so don't ask me which one it is. I just remember that there's been a few of them in history that have been remade and that people just got pissed. Alright, now that the water temple's done. Oh no, my boots are wet. Well, time for the long float. For a second there, I actually thought the game froze because he wasn't going down. Alright. Nowhere to go except straight ahead. Wait. What's up here? I don't remember what's up here. It's probably a way back. Yep. The slowness. Why is it so slow? You young whippersnappers moving so slow. Ah. I just wanted to make sure that was active, just in case. Hey, at least I got the moonfish. That's the important thing. This music right here just reminds me of early Final Fantasy. I got a sham. Which means I can actually just straight out. I have 2. So I'll be at 19. I believe it's 24 that goes up to the cupel weight.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst!
Ooh. Either a lot of people guarded, or that attack is very useless. It's very useless here. Well, damn. Sorry, Damien. Oh, everybody shut the fuck up. Well, there goes one Looper. And one of those little things. Well, at least for the most part, everyone's just killing off everybody else. Well, that's not going to be helpful for them. Oh, now she shuts up. I don't know. I feel very odd about how... Like, I think the person who wrote Skies of Arcadia and all the lore and everything, he had a lot more planned for this. Because it doesn't feel complete. Like, well, not that it doesn't feel complete. It feels like there is so much left over. Like, there was so much more that they could have done. I mean, there was the Black Moon, or the Black Moon that they could have gone. They kind of left open. They kind of left open a lot more the background for Zivlin Bane. They, actually, they kind of left open a lot more history about the old world. And what the Silver Civilization had done, why they had done it. I mean, technically, they could also bring back more of the...
Let's try this.
Like, bring back the red and the green Gigas to actually fight and destroy them. It would be interesting if they actually brought up like a black civilization, just to see if that would actually happen. But then again, if they're doing that, they'd probably be under like the black civilization probably took probably did something similar to the silver civilization and went up to like space and took the moon and fucked off to another planet. Or they used their ability to become negative and disappeared into another reality. Actually, that'd be kind of interesting. Having a Black Moonstone be a portal to another reality. You know what? I think I should start writing some of this stuff down because I am remembering way too much. Or I'm coming up with some pretty damn good ideas. I'll write these bosses, not boss, but like mini boss. Oh no, it's not that.
Fire consume my enemies! Lambda burst!
Who's the main writer though for Skies of Arcadia?
Let us be thankful for our safety. Shuntaro Tanaka. I wonder if there was any other games that he's written. Because being how good these games are, I would honestly really really like to play some more of his games. Let's try this.
Wow, this
Like the second slowest character actually moved first.
Let's try this.
Sakura Wars So Long My Love. Who's a writer? Oh no, he was a special thanks for that. Valkyrie Chronicle. Oh, he did Valkyrie Chronicles. Okay. He was the chief producer for that. Rise of Nightmares, a special thanks, and Phantasy Star Online 2. He was a senior director. At least that's the way I read it. I don't know if that's actually accurate or not, but... Interesting though, like... I'm wondering what they're meaning by just special thanks.
That was easy.
And he was the director of Skies of Arcadia. So yeah, definitely, like, Skies of Arcadia was his like brainchild, and he definitely wanted it to be treated right. If he was both like the planner and writer for this version and the director for the original version. For all of Overworks during Skies of Arcadia days. Okay. It's kind of odd how all of his stuff seems to end in 2012, though. Is he still around, or did he unfortunately pass?
That was easy.
Another little thing to notice is that as I go along these and I'm fighting these, they're actually disappearing from the wall in the actual fighting scene as well, which is a really amazing detail. What the hell was that? Phone, what are you doing to me now? I don't know. Alright. Yeah, everyone's at pretty good health.
Here goes. Over there.
Not the mama. Ooh. Ability to stone people. Well, petrify.
We are victorious.
Yeah, it looks like I'll be getting up to the boss and then just saving. Because the water temple takes forever. Stupid water temples. Wow, they have apparently a very high chance to petrify. No. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they just have a very high chance to petrify Fee now. I also kind of like how they specifically designed certain creatures not to respond to damage. Like, for example, a giant rock machine. It would make sense for it to be constantly moving and being jostled around by attacks when, for the most part, it's made to be stationary.
Here goes. Over there.
Oh. Oh, feeling old when you start moving and you start cracking.
That was easy.
Well, there we go. All the guardians are now dead, which means I can now move on to... I think this was supposed to be as a treasure. It's the treasure of the boss. Oh yeah, there's an easy way and there's a hard way. That was the hard way, beating all those enemies. Now let's go do the easy way. Because why the fuck not?
Over there. Fire consume my enemies. Slam to burst.
Enrique got a terrible bite. And now he's fatigued. Oh, he got bit. He got terribly bit twice. Poor Enrique. Welcome to the outside world, Enrique. Things will bite you. Actually, let's have you use a Sacre's crystal on you. Oh, you guarded. I was hoping that be a little bit better than that. Ooh, that was close.
Let's try this.
Get him at least half health.
Over there. Fire consume my enemies.
I like how Fina can go from being the very last person in a turn to being the very first. Like, there's zero consistency with that. Now, obviously, I know it's because it's just how the RNG turn roll worked. But very frustrating at times. Oh my god, why do they always have to use Sleep Aura? And then Vice will fall asleep because he's a lazy son of a bitch. Called it! Now Vice is sleeping twice over. Ah. The one time this is actually going to probably be used.
Bathe us in your light.
You know, when I was younger, I used to think that was bathe us with your light, but I think it actually is supposed to say save us with your light. Poor Fina, she always gets picked on. I guess so does Enrique, but who cares about Enrique? Wait. Oh, it's just these two, okay. I don't know if the three of them are going to be enough to kill this one, but we can try. Might be.
Should be. Oh. I just like how he pokes him. He's like, poke.
Over there.
Vice is like, I'm gonna Cutlass Fury you so bad, and you all attacked and killed him? I wanted to Cutlass Fury him. I can just see, like, Vice sulking about this, like, oh, I wanted to kill him. Like, the most childish reason ever. God fucking damn the encounter rate here. I have to admit, it's like ridiculously high here. Hey, let me guess. You know what? Fuck this. Let's see him fucking sleep her out of that, you bastards. As I can do it.
Ha! Ha! I called it! Every fucking time. It seems like whenever you get an advantage attack, the very first chance that they get, they will use Sleep Aura to try and put you all to sleep. Well, that's the end of my drink. Which was a little bit too strong iced tea.
Let us be thankful for our safety.
I went that way. Okay. There we go. I'll bring me back down. Nothing here. And I'm not going to go down because I want to explore. Actually, let's have her use a Sacrum Crystal and have him attack.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst! Let's try this.
There, everyone's at full health again. Oh my god, why are they using so much magic? I mean, at least the magic doesn't do that much damage.
Here goes!
At this rate, everyone is just going to counterattack them to death. 1080. See, even the game wants to be in high definition. Wants to be at 1080p.
That was easy.
Alright. Hopefully I am near the save point for the boss, like right before the boss, because this has been going on a little bit too long. Just a little bit. No shams. Now, all that trouble, literally just to go to the same place. I thought there would be a treasure or a sham or something there. But nope. Nothing. Oh, seriously? Fuck's sakes. Take a step. Encounter. Take 2 more steps. Encounter. Oh boy.
Ray of sword. That was easy.
I was literally a step away from the screen transition. Feels bad. And there's the save point, so I'm going to have to call it here because I am 20 minutes after my normal end time. So, alright. Oh, I remember what the other thing I had done. Alright, so, thanks everybody for watching. The other announcement, other than the game list that I made, was that I also made a Twitch community under Nerdy Security. Feel free to use it. It was just kind of something I thought I'd create. That name was kind of something I created with my friend Nightmare. We've kind of always used it as a community style thing. So yeah, feel free. It's under the communities. Outside of, other than that, if you enjoyed watching, make sure to follow. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Discord will end up having most of the polls, anything that I create will end up being on there. Obviously, you know, game lists and everything. Actually, I don't have that posted on my Discord. But anyways, polls that will end up being for like my next game being played will be on there. And my next stream will be tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's -8 Greenwich Mean Time. And yeah, let's see if there's anyone to actually raid. Arcadia games, Guys of Arcadia channels, no. Live, that would be me. So nobody's live with Skies of Arcadia. You know what? Let's, even though I normally don't do this, I'm going to raid a larger streamer. We're going to be raiding MF Pallytime. I do watch him a lot, so give him a follow. Let me just get this ready for you. Get that. Boom. Nope. Wait, what? Never mind. He literally just ended up hosting someone else, so he's no longer streaming. Well, that is unfortunate. Let's see. Who else can we follow? Or who else can we raid? Let's go browse. Follow. See what people I follow. See who they're hosting. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Retro games. Now let's host this guy. I don't know who he is, but my friend, the British Andy, is hosting him. So, might be a good guy. Don't know. But hey, that's part of the fun of Twitch, right? So this is going to be the guy. Make sure to say hi. Alright, Greg Ritchie 2004. Alright, so thanks everybody for coming by. And, okay. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Okay, well, hope everyone has a good evening. See ya.